was a battle of consistency. While we weren't necessarily pulling away, we were keeping them at bay. And ironically enough, we played them again in week 9. Could they still be winning this weapon? Sure, I highly doubt they do as well, but we played them in week 9. Sadly enough, if it's another really close game, it might be another solo episode, which means back-to-back hammers. That kind of sounds a little weird, but it is what it is. Week 8, I don't know if you get breakouts in my week, but you really don't see that until the actual week after. I am really curious to see, though, if the Steelers are going to be still winning. I mean, once again, at some point, you would assume they're going to win a game. Here we are with the bye week coach, second place in the division, getting some time off and taking the bye. Any special plans for the week off? You know what, let's stay grinding. Let's get some XP. We're having some lower stamina. Wow, I don't think that was worth it. 500 XP, but negative stamina for everyone next game. Anyways, here it is. I didn't want to make any trades because you don't know how this season's going to go, and we are still winless. You don't know how this season's going to go, and obviously you don't want to move a draft pick. Or maybe even a position you don't even need to. There's a chance you might be top 10, top 15. Of course, we did already make a move trading off. Fourth and fifth, I don't even remember what it was. We did that extra third round pick for Havenstein. But we will take a look in our roster real quick. Of course, no freaking breakout. What a shocker there. It was Walton. Unfortunately, no breakout to go with it. It's just a little like no team to start good. Not that we've already given it. We've been really selling on these breakout chances that we've had. Looking at the team, though, looking at our offense, the left guard and the youngsters are cold. Not hurt for the first time in a couple of weeks now. I'm still looking at an upgrade point to go with it. There's a squad. We'll still get some dev up from the training, but before we do any of that, it's the strategy stuff. And we don't want to see if there's any injuries in between them. I'm actually going to look at the Steelers roster because now, you know what, I'll click this because I think I might need to double uploading this. It's weird because I was like, I don't want to put both episodes in one, it's like you're double playing that, and then this episode but this is the squad real quick. Devontae last time we actually did pretty well, Sky Moore went up. It's pretty sure. Don't really do too much. We actually got a couple of rushes. Decent, I believe, in his work. We do have one that really good off the line. But for one, we actually try to stop the run a little bit. Quick players. The defensive line is actually better than we think. And then their coverage is actually pretty damn solid as well. Our numbers are actually kind of down from our previous weeks in that last one, but still was good enough in general. And then looking at what they do, they kind of go away from the run game pretty early if it struggles. So we're going to go short pass defense to cover the run and just be up there for the pass. And as far as what we want to do instead, we want to do shorts, right? If you want to attack the shape, pretty sure that worked last time. So up there, boys, Nick Jones. An okay upgrade, I suppose. First of all, he's kind of a backup at this point. Kenny Watt, we really do know most of these kind of smaller receivers on this team. So we're going to go physical for a slot side. Marina Stiff Arm's definitely an upgrade. Two guys are driving one a medium round, one a step deck. For sure. Plus 3 to Stiff Arm. We're getting 43 Stiff Arm now. That is significant, obviously. Ronnie Johnson is finally back. Somehow already as an upgrade. He's cooking the wall. He physically wasn't able to cook. One of our moves, one to the ability slot, which is definitively lying. What of that? That's actually not bad. Right? There's only like one other ability that was even close to it. I'll take it. Strong arm. Kind of work it out for us with the experience. It doesn't again. It doesn't. But it kind of does. To see that obviously one like really major difference between him and Kirk. That stiff arm rating 45. Here we are at home. I mean, we took care of business on the road against the Steamers. They are still winless. We're coming off a bye week, so we're quote-unquote rested, but not really, as we ended up pushing the team a little bit harder to try to get a little bit more XP, which may be the reason why guys like Shelton have, the upgrade points they did, but it could backfire. Less stamina means, maybe we're juiced by the end of the third quarter, or in general, causing some potential injuries, but we wanted that XP, maybe risked it a little bit too hard, but this is a team that needs all the upgrade points they can get, as it is still very much so considered a developmental team. The big thing that does help, though, is this division is not the most competitive. Well, technically they're competitive, just at the bottom of the barrel in the conference, but regardless, we are 1.5 games off of being the division leaders, and already, I mean, I get it, this is like midway through the season, but it's already cold! Like, I get it, it's Alaska, I mean, it's kind of like cold a lot, but like, really? It's already cold. I mean, and also, where's the snow? We are kicking this thing off as we usually do. Chad Ryland kicking it deep. And the cold breath of the return man will be a little bit lower as he kneels down for the touchback. I don't know where I was going with that, but let's take a look at Mr. Jones, who obviously threw 3 interceptions against us. We were like, hey, maybe he's having a good season. And then we saw the numbers. It's like, oh. The numbers are a little bit better than I thought they were going to be, though, especially after that 3-pick game. But still, nonetheless, behind in the touchdown-to-pick ratio. Also, Jones, weirdly enough, he wasn't terrible last game early on, and then he just struggled. Oh, Gleason, I thought we were going to make a play there. Throws it back to the running back, gains 3, but that's pretty good defense. But yeah, then he started to just, like, force the ball. We had a couple interceptions, and, he really threw the game away, if we're going to be honest. Like, we weren't bad on offense, but he had so many turnovers. Good teamwork there as they gain 0. Javonte Williams struggling against us, which is crazy because didn't he break an NFL record against us? Definitely came very close to if he didn't, but I'm pretty sure he did. Gleason a little late off the rush, and we try to get him with Wilson, but Dulcich gets out in front just enough, and they gain 20 on 3rd and 7. Which, speaking of 20, if we could gain 20 likes on this video, that'd be kind of cool. Either way, we are headed out on a new set of downs. Steamers barely getting the job done, but just like Gleason barely getting the job done on the sack, he adds another one to the rookie year that he's having, which has been a great one. Had a chance to break out very early on. Very unfortunate that we didn't complete it, but I'm not going to say it's safe to say, but he's definitely trending towards getting that star dev one way or another, as Jack Gleason adds another sack to the list, and man, he has been very consistent, slipping past their right tackle, who's not bad. He's, one of their worst linemen, but that's not because he's bad. It's just because they have such a good offensive line across the board. And I don't know about Cam Jones going against Michael. Good old Mikey Thomas. Of course, if I was Ronnie, I'd be like, did I really need to come back this week? Can we say that I'm not 100% feeling it yet? Going against this team as your return team is definitely not the team you want. We get around, Gleason is not going to get there in time as Dulcich on another 3rd down and pretty long converts. This one even deeper than 20 yards like last time. Running the rush, we're a little late there, and we do get there though. It was Nick Jones getting to the punch. Looked like they had that out route to Dulcich yet again. He was about to clutch up. So far, Dulcich is the biggest receiving threat for them. And Ronnie almost gets there, but not quite. Gleason and company are trying to bring him down, and they can't. Javonte Williams carrying the pile for 7. I don't even think he had, help, did he? Speaking of help, we should have definitely kept some help over there on AJ. And we were right to bring rush. Good hit. It'll bring him down to the 1, but Nick Jones injured. I'm not even sure where he got injured. It might have been on a blocking play, and he does not look too great. Of course, we didn't trade off all the team's cornerbacks, so we should be A-okay. And here comes Carpenter at the goal line, who usually makes a play, but instead their fullback is going to walk right in. Really a tight end, to be fair, on the long opening drive touchdown. High ankle sprain for Nick Jones. Not the cleanest of injuries to deal with, but at least it's not going to end his season, hopefully. Here is the return of Anaconda, who's got 2 kick return touchdowns on the season. Takes it all the way to the 28-yard line. Not a bad little return, turning not a whole lot of room into, positive gainage. Jadarius Lewis, a little bit of an injury scare, but ultimately healthy. 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1,166 yards. He's improving week to week. There's no question about it. Now, I don't know how the blocking is going to go, but if it does turn out nicely, this could be a huge gain for Romeo Doubs. And it is. Huge gainer of about 20 with a nice juke move inside. 20 on the nose. What a play. Finally, it works out. He gave this look, and we took it. We go with a go route to Morant, who wins. Oh, wow, what is that throw? That's going to be picked off because the ball is horrible by Jadarius. Out there, can't finish the tackle. Rodriguez is going to try to get there. Strip attempts to the 26-yard line goes Elam. Morant burns him out the line, step into the throw, and it falls flat. What actually happened here? Lobbed it, and it didn't even get there at all. I feel like we threw a pick early against the Steamers last game, too, and thankfully we ended up, winning. Try to swat. I thought the timing was there. Nice spin move attempt. Good hit on Dulcich. Gets blasted. Gains 5, but gets blasted in the process. That's his lowest yardage gained on a play. Cam Jones going against Michael Thomas. I don't know about that now. Can't get over there. And wow. I mean, Javonte Williams is taking on a lot of really strong players. 3rd and inches on what should have been like a 3rd and 2. Definitely more room for error when you only need inches. I mean, you can luck into that if you're them, and didn't this time. Cam Jones on the blitz. They're going to go for the field goal, which I don't know if I believe. I'll bring the rushers, and we'll just manually cover if it's a fake. And that will be a field goal, up and good, 10-0. Banaconda on the return, trying to make something happen. Doesn't quite get to the 28 this time, but you average those two out, and it's to the 25 both sides. We get that boot. There's a lot of moving pieces on this one. It's a tough throw, but he hits this one perfectly. Morant gaining 19 on that throw. Throwing a pick on the first play of the game is not typically how a team has it going. Trying to throw it away, and thankfully not going to get grounding called there, but you could argue it. I suppose the tight end is kind of there. You could easily argue that, oh, it was a slip of the hand. Throwing it right in there. Wise holding on for a gain of 13. Kind of feeling like the throw power is starting to get up there a little bit, though. Throwing a little bit of a heater. As Rodriguez is going to get 2 yards, surprisingly, when the lane was instantly closed. If you even want to call it a lane, I suppose. Quick throw out to Wise. Not going to be the case because Rodriguez has room on the inside. Tries to bury the guy. Gains 13. Play action. Morant. It's a little overthrown and thankfully not in the range of the pick. But that is potentially a touchdown if that ball is on target. Set at 2nd and 10. Pulling guard. And man, every time that guy got... What a fight though by Rodriguez for 4. Every time that linebacker, I think it is, comes in, the play is like dead. The guy has some force. Potential slant from Wise. And bad throw. I get it's pressure. Bad throw. I didn't really believe in Wise's hands. I thought he was going to lose it if we threw it to him. But either way, we should get points. Assuming we're going to get blocked on a field goal. What is this? We're being pressured, and it's like the first quarter. I mean, it's up and good, but I don't like that one bit. Gleason trying to get the push, and speaking of push, kind of feels like A.J. Brown maybe pushed off a little bit on Riley, but 8 yards is 8 yards if they're not going to call it. Nearing the end of the first quarter, and I can't really say this is a different Steamers team, but their defense has been pretty good so far. And they're going to say we were offside. Not that it... Oh, okay, I guess it does matter, as Michael Thomas just wasn't ready for it. Inside, it's going to be a gain of 3. Just about the end of the first quarter here. They're going to run the ball. We're trying to get in there with James, and we do. Nice. Look at the yards, though. The Steamers have us beat by double. I suppose they do with that extra possession and this possession itself. But the Steamers are controlling the game a little bit better than they normally would. From the 45, they are going to throw it. Running back's open. I mean, we got too much to cover. Huge hit, slips off of it. And gets knocked down to the 30-yard line. Big play on the inside. to convert to Sky Moore. That was a huge opportunity for us, and we just blew it. Well, James, let's see if we get the press. Oh, I thought it was going to be an inside release, and that is going to be a touchdown. He sold it well. He absolutely sold it well. Touchdown, Steamers, 17-3. Started out with a play action. Bellinger. I mean, Morant is always open. Problem is, oh, wow, that was a crazy move. He would have got past there. Problem is, we don't usually hit the throw to him. I actually think he might have all 3 catches so far. No, he does not. Who's the other one? Oh, does the Romeo Doubs play count as one? Morant won last time. And this time, I think it's going to be Romeo Doubs beating Newsome down to the 1. This team can't really be pressed. I mean, if Greg Newsome's struggling to press, which I know that, you know, this team, I guess, I mean, it's not really Newsome, but this team's not the best in man coverage, so I guess, like, Morant getting beat makes sense, but, and we got a nice little jitter in there. Rodriguez with the touchdown. That was a beautiful drive. Romeo Doubs cooked. I mean, Morant was pretty well off the line, too, but somehow Newsome got beat harder by Romeo than Elam did by Joe Morant. Elam, star in the making, you know, interception in this game, and obviously playing pretty well on that streak route there, considering Newsome got beat even harder, because Elam basically has no man coverage, whereas obviously Newsome is mainly man coverage. Yet the roles were reversed, and that can't be our coverage. I think Riley just got cooked to the 50. I think we had the fullback, which we did leave in fairness, but I mean, the fullback shouldn't be gaining a touchdown, I'd imagine, even if you leave him, covered in man. And I was about to say Weatherford, really not a name that we've heard a whole lot of lately. And outside there, Walt James had a chance. Did he really get that right foot down? That looked a little questionable, but it's a first down play. They could easily get more anyways, even if it's reversed, so I'm not going to waste a timeout and potential challenge on what could legit. There's the rush off the edge. Johnson, the safety. Well, I was about to say what could have been, you know, upheld anyways. 3rd and 10, though. We have not been able to get off the field on 3rd downs. Johnson stepping up on Dulcich. We got Walt James try to hit that drag route, and he's actually going to have this, and we can't get there. I mean, it is very hard to cover that long, especially with 5 blitzers on a wheel route to the running back. I thought we were pretty close, too. And he hits it perfectly while under pressure. This is crazy. Kind of looked in the backfield for a moment and got beat from the 11. 1st down and 10. Trying to get the free rush, and Johnson will. Gets half a sack stolen, but basically 2 sacks in the first half as a safety. Putting up some crazy numbers. Can't get over there in time, and Walt James tries to get a piece of him, kind of does, but that will be another touchdown for the Steamers, who are just finding a way. I mean, that already marks more points than they had in the first game against us like 2 weeks ago. As Rodriguez fights for the first down. And this is only the first half. I think it's definitely time to try and play the clock a little bit more. Sweep. Wise has made some plays. We'll see if he can do it again. No one's going to block for him. Surprisingly gets a yard. Not sure why that's the way it is, but sure, it's only May. RPO probably not going to leave it open, but gives us options. And that is the option inside. Tries to cut it back. I mean, with the angle that... Oh, Kenny Wise is injured. That kind of sucks. But with the angle that guy was playing, I did not think he was going to stop that cutback attempt. And I think Wise is fine. I think he's just a little emotional. Not sure why he's being a little emotional, but he is. Going to go with a quick pass. No one's on the running back. And I was just about to say, I worry about the hands. But what can you do? Aggressive makes it more common to drop it. Possession would make him roll over short. And then the rack catch is what he dropped. Oh, and then I worry about, you know, if we're going screen, we're going literally back to him. And they're on this screen. And then Jadarius overthrows him. This is just one of those you shoot yourself in the foot moments where you look back and you're like, how did we lose? Yes, we got off to the, run because we wanted to make sure we got that ball off, but that's crazy. And he just beats him again. Overthrown, thankfully, to force him out of bounds. To the 10, it's still a big play. I think it's definitely Taylor time. Taylor going up against AJ. Gonna get some pressure. Walt, last second, great attempt to hit it down and blast. Gonna be bringing some DBs in here. I'm feeling like a blitz is very appropriate. And there goes Cam Jones. 1.5. That's what I'm rocking on a solid day when it's warm out. Yeah, we're just going to run cover 2. And he almost had the convoy in there with the blocker, but we got there. 4th and 3. I don't imagine they go for it, but you just never know. Let's see if Gleason can make a play on this block. Oh, I thought he did. It kind of felt like it, but we give up 3. It could have been a lot worse. If we score a touchdown right before half here, we have nothing to regret because it means that if we would have punted, they would have probably still scored on the drive, but we would not have had enough time to get points ourselves. As a very scary kind of like backbend moment for Anaconda. But he survives, and it is now a fresh set of downs with just under 3 to play. Wise in there. That's a tough throw. Great catch. Believed in the throw, and we got it there. Once again, Wise back in the lineup. We like to see it. Do not like the injuries, believe it or not. Morant, it's a tough one. That is unbelievable coverage. Elam is insane. Like, can you stop? I still believe in the run on the inside. They figured they would pull off like that, and we would have all the blocks in the world. Morant, dive early. Rodriguez has just enough juice for the huge touchdown. Morant is truly one of a kind at blocking. He is unbelievable. Maybe his best attribute. Slow down, maybe almost too much, and then turned on one last gear to pull away. And we get the huge touchdown. Beautiful. Hell of another high-scoring first half. Second half's been a little bit more tame lately, but first halves have been just unbelievable. Oh, spin works. Gleason gets the sack. He's cooking. Let him cook. That move was unbelievable. McGlinchey is getting cooked. That's a little bit of taunting. Are we gonna? Can we see the highlight, please? No? It's a 2-minute warning. We got all the time in the world. And they're not going to show the actual move to get there. They're just like, whatever. No one really cares. I think a 6 spin move at the line is rare enough to care. Huge opportunity. Let's get off the field. Is that a tight end that's going to be running a route? Cam Jones, beautiful. We'll call it timeout because this definitely seems like a punt style, finish here on this drive. That sack, they were like, too much. Too much to deal with. Quincy's not going to get there. Really good tackle by Wilson, and we will stop them. Plenty of time. Deep kick. Maybe not, actually. Chase Brown. Trying to cut it back right. Set it all the blocks up left, then cut it back against the grain. Decent little return, but Rodriguez already basically up to 1,000. Kind of on par for 2,000 rushing yards. Crazy to think, but that big 200-yard game is definitely giving him a chance. As we run it inside. Not a bad little run. Obviously, the clock is not a huge fan of us, but I figured to give us that big of a lane, I got to take a chance. And I was just about to throw to Coons. I think the timing would have been perfect there. Verticals with the slant inside from Morant. You know what? I'm actually going to run the ball. And Rodriguez picks up the blocks perfectly. Clock is kind of ticking, and we don't want to waste that last time on until we absolutely feel like we have to. Could be a blitz. That's a late throw, but Morant's got a chance, and he just doesn't catch it. The ball needs to come in a little bit, let's be honest, but that ball still is catchable. Like, I'm not sure what Morant is doing. It's a tough one. Not really, actually. Doesn't get the right foot down. This completion percentage is astronomically bad. Like, it really is. Just, it's going to be so bad because these players are stupid. Triple option. Let's see how they play it. And he reads it. Fullback doing a pretty good job of just getting into field goal range. 60 yards is doable, but I'd prefer not to. Also, how are they not in the zone? Oh, they're just physically not in the zone anymore, I guess. And I may have missed. I might have to call a timeout. And I can't call the timeout. Nice. Shank. Sweet. I mean, it kind of zoomed. I don't know what it is. It kind of zoomed. I'm pretty pissed off because I don't know if Chad's even missed one this season. Inside. Oh, we need that to be picked. Oh, what a play by Taylor, though. You even think about it, puts him in the zone here, too. Should have weighted that clock all the way down as well. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, at least the ball's bad. Taylor had a chance at a pick there, but he overran it. Please get there. Make us feel better about the missed field goal. Oh, he's so open. Easily gets that out of bounds, too. Ugh. I think it was Ronnie. He had a real good chance there and just couldn't make the play. Didn't finish. Oh, he holds on. And he's still breaking tackles. I suppose it guarantees that they're not going to get a touchdown. Can't they take the timeout with us, so, you know, or whatever I said. Safe to say they have a little bit of momentum. Don't know why they don't see it that way. Once you get the block. Oh, we could! Blocked! And it might not be a touchdown, but that's a huge block. It is huge. Big, fat block. And it was kind of a broken play before the half ended. We got like 30-some yards on the ground, but no touchdown. 171 rushing, 121 passing. They have, you know, our yards combined in passing only, so pretty one-dimensional. I think short to medium is kind of what we need to defend against. Those third downs have been really brutal to us, but we have the Orbits versus the Tigers with the Orbits winning, but I don't know if it matters because they're already down to 1-6. The Tigers also 1-6, so the battle of mid is truly on right now. And then the Elks, our biggest problem. Not going to see them just yet. Sentinels versus the Red Dragons. Red Dragons winning by 10 as Derek Carr is struggling to find his receivers. Looking at the next game setup, it is the Elks versus the Voyagers. Voyagers are usually a pretty good team, 6-3, and the Voyagers win, meaning if we win this game, we are atop of the division. The problem is we're not in a great position right now as we are down by 10. But that man right there, number 26, Chris Rodriguez, believe it or not, on par for an NFL record, especially since we start with the ball in the second half. 144 yards rushing in the first half alone. Deep return for Anaconda. And we can't get out there to the 20. The one thing that does suck, though, is that Rodriguez doesn't really have many touchdowns this year. 6 touchdowns, despite having already basically 1,000 yards and another wide open drop. And the worst part is they don't even have like a drops pass thing. Get out of the way! There's no way Belzer is that just bad. Wow, really good blocking. You managed to block us and the other team. Beautiful. I did not think he was going to do that. Why didn't he cover the run, the drag? Well, it's going to be a punt. He literally covered it, and then, of course, the moment we throw it, he just drops back perfectly. Shouldn't be betting on Rodriguez anyways, but I thought that was the read and got the read wrong. Huge hit, but to the 36. Definitely a disappointment. Drop passes have been something else. I don't know why Walt is giving him that lane. Javonte not really having that great of a game again. Pretty sure he ended up with a good game last time, but it was all blocks. Gleason getting a push. Get up there, Walt, please. Over 300 for Jones. Feeling the blitz. Feel like they're going to definitely come in with a run. And should be a free rush. Don't know where the hell Riley Moss is going, but he has played terribly this game. Keeps covering other people's players besides his own. Gleason gets off his block and perfectly thrown on the run, trying to strip, because at this point, it's kind of like we really need a turnover to get ourselves back in. And at this point, I'm not really sure what to do. Coverage is getting kind of cooked. Linebackers against some of the best receivers on their team. Free rush gets blasted, but holds on, of course. Bringing a bunch of linebackers in, kind of looks like a run play. And I believed it was going to be a handoff, and that was a trifecta tackle. 3rd and 5, huge chance to keep this just a 2-possessioner. Somebody make a play. And nice. I mean, he got in front of him. Forbes Great stuff. Field goal for us. Did block one of them. Why not again? Because it's impossible. Halfway through the third quarter. Still quite a bit of clock left. We're getting to that point where we kind of need this to be a touchdown drive. And not going to hold the blocks to the 21. And I'm not really feeling the run here, so I'm also not feeling like any ball to the middle of the field at all. We kind of had to there. Morant got torched as well, by the way. Like, I don't want to run the ball against this formation. Play action usually works. See what we got. Maybe I didn't need to take the shot, but I'm going to. Oh, Kuntz! Gardner Johnson got lost. Beautiful play. Underthrew it to him. Worked out perfectly. Please hit this throw. And that's overthrown. Morant wide open, and Jadarius just had a bad day. A terrible day. 33% completion percentage is definitely wild. Run the ball. I mean, look at the honorary lineman in general. Taking on a linebacker. 7 yards gain, though. 3rd and 3, kind of looking for the quick throw. Wise is open. Actually holds on and runs through the play to the 25-yard line. And I was gonna... Let's go for the shot play. Screw it. Wise, he's fast. And he misses the throw. Waited a long time because the safety was kind of playing it. Kind of played it a little bit. And then when I knew for sure that it was gone, I was like, okay, we're throwing it. Oh, there you go. What a nice little sidearm, and Bellinger takes on the whole squad to the 7. Beautiful play. That block and release caught them off guard hard. We needed that big time. We're going to run it to the left. Latu is the lead. Maybe not technically the lead. We gain a few. Inside, linebacker made a play. Double slants. It's a tough read because usually we don't get anyone like cleanly open. And there's no way he covers that well. I should have seen the slant come from the right, but I just didn't. It's a tough one. It's a tough play to read. Field goal doesn't do a whole lot for us. Give me a reason. It's a tough one. And this time dropped by Wise. That on-the-run sidearm, that one took a little too long to release. I mean, the defense has played defense, right? So I'm going to kick the field goal, I suppose. It's very late, but it's really hard to score from here. I think that was the right call. We'll see if it was, but I think it was. Closer and closer to that fourth quarter. It is now 2nd and 7. We are down by 10. Outside, perfect coverage, and still holds on for 2. Dulcich on 100 on the nose. I also think that Forbes could be, which he might be forced into the starting role for a while. Forbes could be the cornerback 3 of the future again. Get down there, and he holds on. Oh, Taylor, please. I don't know what you want from me. Run and press man. Can't now because we got the 5 wide, and we would have had a wide receiver going against a linebacker. Could be. And he gets freaking mossed. Oh, he knocked it out. Or did the foot never come down? I don't know what happened there, but I'm challenging if I'm them. He might have landed on the DB, and it didn't count because of that. Perfect coverage from us, thankfully. Huge hit from Wilson. 3rd and 10. A very strange no-call catch. Giving us a chance here. Oh, we got locked up. Oh, what a free rush! We missed them, please. Thank you. Gleason with a free rush. Offensive line didn't expect that. Basically like a delayed blitzer. And we will force the punt at least. Would have been awesome to have Gleason with 3 sacks in the game. Still might be enough to cause a breakout with 2, but you just never know. And Brown, we're just going to take some yardage. Straight up. Triple option. They read it last time, and it actually kind of worked out still. And they read it again. And, oh, it's Beatty! I did not expect that. I thought that was the kind of wishbone fullback one, but it was actually Beatty, and he just shot out like a cannon. Oh, I thought we were gone. Kind of were, to be fair, to the 41. Running the ball again, no real help. I mean, they're scared of him, right? They are scared of Rodriguez. The way he stood there and just held his ground instead of running in. Gave us free yards, pretty much. Speaking of Rodriguez, You know what? I'm going to let this go to the fourth quarter. Down 10 in position to potentially make it a one-possessioner. Yards-wise, we have more than them. Less points, though. From the 48. Zig route. And Wise should be in their first down. He is. Played it pretty safe there, can't lie. But first down's a first down. That's all I cared about. And we're going for the kind of long shot play action, which we haven't really done too much. Second time this game, I believe. Please. Oh, I get there's a little pressure, but we gave him enough time. And I seen Romeo Doubs, and I felt with the safety there would have been a tougher throw. And considering he hit that, missed that, I think it's pretty safe. Little motion from Romeo. I kind of predetermined that to Moran. I keep calling him Durant. Field goal is in play, but I really don't want to settle for it. Screen pass. I mean, this run has been pretty good most of the game. And it will be again. Rodriguez. Need to do just a little bit to guarantee it. Does it. First down. Last time we did this, they covered it perfectly. Well, that route running's not great, but that pressure is even better. Kind of want to run the ball, but it's not really there. And this time, I'm actually going to see the slant from the right side. Romeo Doubs. I'm very, left side oriented. Which makes sense. He's got all the action there, right? 3 routes. Makes sense to read left, but got to wrap back around to that right side. And Kuntz did a great job there. Didn't really maximize those yards, but 8 yards is 8 yards. Nearing the end of this game, in a pretty good position here to put this down to 1. And Rodriguez gets smoked. First real, loss we've seen. 3rd and 3. Play action, Bellinger. Keep this drive alive. We're obviously going to take that sidearm again. And Bellinger, if he was in bounds more, would have stiff armed for the touchdown. He is unbelievable after the catch. Problem is, we're unbelievably bad. There's nobody there? Am I wrong? Latu. Of all the players, Latu gets the touchdown. There's nobody there. Kind of crazy, though, how he just broke off his route immediately. He's like, screw that out. We're just going to go right in. Be some runs, which, I mean, that is the strong point of our defense this game. Either way, we're bringing in some heat. Oh, that counter just completely broke me. And we got to do better than that. At least Riley didn't give up. Javonte Williams injured at the worst time, though. And he's going back to the locker room. This is an opportunity. Playing over top with the press, hoping it is a run. I think. And Johnson's going to make a great wrap-up tackle for a loss of 1 on Michael Carter. I don't think that their backup's necessarily bad, but obviously Javonte is a tackle-breaking machine. And he struggled this game. Oh, we can't get off the block, and it's just perfect blocks. And Wilson saves the day. 3rd and 5 now, manageable. Please play some coverage. Oh, I mean, I'm just doing what I can there. Maybe I should have just let him do it on his own, but I felt like it was going to be like a streak, and the press would have just ruined him. And that's a great play by Gleason off the edge. Loss at 2. Gleason's been basically the only kind of shining moment / star of this D-line. Which, speaking of, we're not really helping too much here on this play. And that ball is thankfully overthrown to the left side. 3rd and 12 now. 5 wide, recover in the middle. Is that Cam Jones? Oof. I think we ran the blitz. And he doesn't go for the swat. He might have just been out of position. That's going to be another first down. We need to stop. We don't get to stop, we lose the game. Cam Jones. Can't get him. And he overruns it. Good hit. Down to the 15. I thought we played that perfectly with Cam Jones. Dove at him and just missed. Well, didn't even miss. We just fell short. We're bringing the heat. It's happening. And Forbes gets burned. That is going to be a no-go catch again. One of these, are they going to challenge? No. A little bit of like a weird foot shuffle is going to make this short of catching it. Get out there. Slow down the cutback, and he still gains yards. 3rd and 6. Kind of for all the marbles. Running mid. It's the only thing we know. It's the only thing we know that has a chance. We're bringing it. I think we're even letting the running back go. No, we're not. Oh, Taylor picked! Won't get out there for the pick six, but what a jump. It works. Coveraged up. Pressure gets there, and Taylor could have himself a game-winning interception. Let's see that play. The pressure jumps A.J. Brown. Beautiful. Double move for Kuntz. The reason why I don't like this play, though, is that usually the tight end gets open, but the throw's just not there. And that one is. All the way down to 38. Cut down hard. They want an early screen, but I don't really know if I see it. 2-minute warning. I'll hike it. Perfect throw. Morant tried to go down. Couldn't. Gets blasted from behind to the 39. Almost argue you getting down the field too quickly. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Try to make this the last drive or close to it. Especially if it's a field goal, you know. And Rodriguez shows off the speed. Nice slip off. All the way down to the 19. He made it look so easy. It's going half speed. Little RPO action. Obviously, they drop back. We will quick throw this over to Morant for a few. Didn't really drop back. And Rodriguez, more importantly, had a free rush for a gain of 8. Over 200 with 2 touchdowns. Definitely not going to see Jadarius Lewis on the list. Inside handoff. They give it to us. Not by much, but that is a first down. Clock is running. Want this to be the final drive if we can. Especially if, once again, they end up forcing the field goal. Throw it away. I mean, there's a receiver in the vicinity. Didn't want to force it at this point. You know, yeah, you could get the stop in theory, but you don't get the touchdown or the field goal here. You're not looking too hot. Forcing that one, though, and Morant gets the touchdown with 42 seconds left. The Bisons climb back as the undefeated Steamers were looking pretty primed to get their first win. Still a chance, but definitely diminishing. What a route. What a drive. Clutching up. Touchdown after touchdown. Big moments. And the team is persevering, especially Mr. Taylor. I think we have the running back here. Oh, that could be picked. Unbelievable. Sky Moore has been really good for them this game. They wasted time out, but they're in okay position. There's no way. Quick throw outside. Keep him in. Nice. That's going to be a forced timeout waste. Wanted cover 4, and I got cover 2. That's a bad play. Ooh, not when you break that many tackles, though. Keeping this play in bounds would kind of loosen the game. Running cover 4. Don't want to give him a free rush on the inside here. Free look, I should say. He's going to throw it away. Didn't like his looks. Can't really keep it in the middle of the field to the tight end either. I suppose good decision all in all. Live to see another down. We're getting knocked down. He's going to throw it away again. Doesn't like it. 8 seconds left. We got the Hail Mary look. I worry because I've seen some of these comebacks. I don't like it. That's why I'm going to be over there myself. And he waves his hand. That will be one final chance. 4th and 10. Overthrew it. Final play from the 29-yard line. Can the Steamers... Oh, they have a chance. Oh! A.J. Brown had a chance, and he dropped it. I don't know if he just didn't expect the ball to just show up in his lap like that, but he had it. That was the Steamers' first win of the season, and dropped through his hands. Man, that would have been a hell of a loss. But we do hold on, 34-30. Really, once it wasn't the first half, the surprise this game didn't get way more control. Let's take a look at the team stats. Sure, we scored a lot in the 4th, but the points between the two teams in the 3rd quarter, if you look at the fact that both teams scored 17 plus in the first half, we scored in the 4th quarter, we shut them down. We were able to put up 14 points. The game just barely scraped for one of his worst performances ever. But that's saying something, because still 30 yards, still 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was trying, he was grinding. Rodriguez, that was the man. I don't know how it's just one broken tackle. He broke like 1 tackle. Just the most dumb, useless stat that never tracks well, ever. 206 yards, that was 2 touchdowns. Amazing. The rest of the game, maybe a huge run on the Adopt, a huge run. struggled. The receiver Sky Moore was great, Dulcich was great, Michael Thomas was great, AJ Brown was great, Paul Rand was great, and then you had pretty much a bunch of 50 to 60 yards each for the rest of the dudes. Zach Dodos and Quincy got cooked, and they got cooked flying extra releases towards the end. Some more in there, they were blitzing towards the credit. On the one, Zach Cloud, they're getting a blitz, and they're most of the time they're already going against it. It'd be kind of harsh, but a lot of sacks for us. 5 of them, and the picks for Elam and Taylor. They missed the kick because he blocked it, and he missed a kick because he sucked. One way or another, if one of those kickers doesn't miss, the game changes a little bit, especially for their side. And Peter Rodriguez, 9 over. Unbelievable. His spin is all pretty good already, so I think it's time to cover that. Four to strip on the hell of a start. He's going to front with that power back. Strip on really low, but that was usable. But obviously that was a very good. No, they're now 4-4. Taking off at 2-4, I believe, but it is the Demons after all. They didn't give us a good fight, but they are in this for a reason. We know that for a fact now.